Welcome back. This is part 2 of the Civ 5 Realism video. As you can see, we are starting out with Germany offering us a declaration of friendship, which we in this case have accepted, as it is good to have allies when going to war with someone else. Later, however, this will probably be reversed. Here, Germany is then offering a research agreement, which is of great benefit to our empire, as we are very behind on technology, and this will help us catch up to the rest of the world, allowing us to make stronger military units and advance our empire's place in the world. Then Songhai, like Germany, also asked us for a declaration of friendship, and for the same reasons as Germany, we have accepted this one as well. Finally, we have another list of the people with the pointiest sticks. Once again, our army is far ahead of the rest of the world, and far ahead of the remaining person on our continent, Ethiopia. Here, Germany has asked for a luxury resource as help, and now while we are allies, we are not the type of ally that will help with unrequited favors, so we have refused this request. Here we are geared up for our war with Ethiopia. Our technology is finally catching up to theirs, if still lagging behind a little bit, but we have a large amount of gold and happiness, which means that this time our units will not be as troubled as before. We have taken out the city that sits below the rest of our empire quite easily, with some artillery, a rifleman, and a single unit of cavalry. We then built the Brandenburg Gate, which will generate bonus experience for units built in our capital, and grant us a great general which will support our war. Here we have just taken the Ethiopian capital, all but ensuring their defeat in this game. They have one remaining city to the north, but at the moment the most important thing is the capture of this capital, as it holds a great many wonders, which are now under our control, and signals the defeat of that enemy. Here we have swapped our spies from Ethiopia, as they are no longer needed there, as they are no longer a major player. This is Ethiopia conceding defeat to us, as we have accomplished our main goal as realists and ensured the security of the entirety of the surrounding area of our region. Of course, upon defeating Ethiopia, the remaining civilizations in the game have gotten upset with us and have given us harsh language, speaking about their displeasure at this turn of events. But our next thing coming up is the adoption of autocracy, which will be a great boon to our empire, as we are very militaristic, which autocracy will help support. There are 3 different ideologies in the game: autocracy, order, and freedom, and autocracy is by far the most suited for military victory, as it gives several bonuses for military buildings and large armies. Here we have taken fortified borders as our first tenant, which grants happiness for castles, arsenals, and military bases, which are buildings that provide bonus defense for cities they're built in, so of course we have them in all of our cities. Here, as you can see, that has had a dramatic effect on our happiness. However, Egypt is now denouncing us, Germany is now hostile towards us, and Songhai is now guarded towards us. And while our international presence is in trouble, we have now taken elite military forces, which means our units deal more damage than normal when injured. Our spies are moving around and covering the capitals that are important, and we have stationed one in our own for counterintelligence. Here we have once again opened the demographic screen, where we are no longer last on literacy and approval, but after our recent war with Ethiopia, our soldiers are somewhat lacking. And while not far behind, we are still behind other nations, and those nations are hostile towards us, so we will have a large increase in production of military units in order to ensure our safety as an empire. Here we have the 6th Council of the World Congress, where we have proposed a world ideology of autocracy, which will greatly benefit us, as having a world ideology of your own is a great improvement. Here we see that Germany has settled a small city on the corner of our empire, which will have to be watched but is at the moment not a threat. However, our empire is in a great way, and here we have a golden age dawning for us, which is great, as it means our citizens will produce more and faster. And here we have another tenet that we've taken, in this case militarism, which grants happiness from barracks, armories, and military academies, which we have many of in all of our cities. Finally, we have the final state of our empire on our last turn in 2017. We are at a very high science, gold, and happiness. However, because of our early weak happiness and science and gold, we are lagging behind modern day standards for technology. We are only just getting around to combustion in the year 2017, which is clearly behind. However, we have a secure place in the world and have shown that realism in Civ 5 is a very successful strategy and works incredibly well. However, there is a rough patch in the middle, but overcoming that makes you strong. Thank you for watching.